Hello, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, I'm Nynke. I live in Leeuwarden. That's the northern part of the Netherlands. I'm 48 years old. I work as a planning coordinator in care, and I have two children from 17 and 13 years old.
Oh, nice. And what inspired you to join the Leadership Landing Program?
One of my friends took the course before I did, and she said, like, this is the thing. You have to do it. It's so amazing. And she was like really persistent, and that's why I was like, okay, let's try. And I'm really happy she told me about it and that I joined.
Great. And where were you in your personal or professional growth journey before starting?
Well, felt maybe a little bit stuck, and when I joined, I felt like I joined to help myself find a different job and a different direction in my work environment. And it ended up changing me for being me and in my personal growth than in my work. It was kind of a funny outcome.
Nice. And which parts of the program stood out most? A session, a story, reflection, or tool?
I think I can't remember what it was exactly, but it
Yeah, it's
was
been a
at
while
the
ago.
end, and it's been a while, yeah. And it's also like we were doing. I can't remember what we did, but I remember that I felt so shifted afterwards. I was like, oh my God, like everything fell in place, and I was like, everything changed from that moment. And it was in the middle of the course. It was like so amazing, and like my head made a twisting a twist or something, and everything was like, it's okay, I can, everything I want to do I can achieve if I want to. Or I felt more calm and myself, but in a different from a different angle.
Wow, nice. Now I'm really curious about which aspect it was. Yeah, it's been a few years, so I can imagine that you can't remember the specifics. And now I'm going to ask you about a specific. So, was there a specific moment that shifted how you see yourself or your ability to influence others?
Yeah, it was at that moment. But
Exactly.
also during the course. Yeah, but also during the course, we had so many things you gave us to do, and talks we had to have with each other, and they were like very deep and intimate, and everybody was so open, and it was so beautiful to see how everybody is vulnerable and searching for being enough, being okay, and we all changed together. It was such a nice journey to watch, and it was really helpful also to see others struggle and grow and overcome fears and themselves. And yeah, that
Nice.
stuck.
And how did the program challenge or stretch you emotionally, mentally, or practically?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
How did the program challenge or stretch you emotionally, mentally, or practically?
It did emotionally, but also mentally. And because of that, it made me able to do things practically different. So all of the above.
Nice. And which framework or exercises do you still use today? For example, the values map, what we need to thrive, the dragon metaphor, your Enneagram type, so the personality you are, the shifting cycles, ikigai, worthy goals, anything?
The type, I keep getting back at that because it has a lot of things from me that's really I can really relate to, but also the things you have to be aware of. And it's really helpful to stay on top of that so you won't get yourself in the same problems as you have done before. And I want to do more, but for this moment, there's not a lot of space, time wise, and in my life for that. But I have your book, and
Yay!
I haven't found time to read it, but I'm really looking forward because it feels like I can relive the course, but in a slower space, so I have time. And I'm different now than I was then, so it's like you're doing the course all over again. I'm really looking forward to do it.
It's actually an aspect of my book. In my book, I have hand drawn mazes. So every chapter is a hand drawn maze, and the start and finish is related to the next chapter's start. So the end of one finish goes to the next start. At the end of the book, the goes to the start of the first chapter. And of
Wow.
course, it also says now it's time
Yeah.
to start again
Yeah.
because it's meant to be a cycle. You can go through the book time and time and time again, and every time you will find yourself a bit deeper, a bit
Yeah.
more, and
Yeah.
leveled up, as
Yeah.
we talked about a lot.
And that's what it feels like, and that's why I want to do it and read it. But
Yeah.
I want to do it with full attention and not just like on the side, because I think that's not working.
Yeah, I can imagine that. So, how has your approach to creating impact with colleagues, friends, your community, maybe your family, changed since completing the program?
I don't know. I feel less stressed and less fear. I feel less fear inside myself, which it makes it easier to approach anybody at any time, because it's not so stressful to do things that are outside of my regular things that I know or can do. And I still have the art we made, and then
Nice.
the fear painting. And it's like in my hallway, if I go upstairs, if I brush my teeth every night, I can watch it. And I'm like, yeah, I don't feel that anymore. But there was inside me.
Wow. I just got
So,
goosebumps.
yeah, and
And
it
I
makes
really
life.
remember, yeah, I also really remember in the course, you made such an effort with the artwork.
Yeah, I really love doing it.
Yeah. And also helped you discover the type of person you are.
Yeah, true.
Can you share an example of a situation you handled differently because of what you learned? I know a few.
Yeah, there were a lot of things, but I don't want to go in there too deep.
Yeah, of
Sorry,
course.
you know them. But
And what changes have you noticed in how you communicate, make decisions, or inspire others?
well, it's easier to stay true to myself. And I already figured it out at the end of the course. But then so much happened in my life that it was like a roller coaster. So you don't have actually time to go there. But I feel like I'm there at this moment in my life, that it's okay to say what you want and go for it, and then don't be afraid or I try to get my way by going around the bush. And now I try to get my way by just saying what I want and what I need. And it's difficult, but it's also good, and it's okay. People do that all the time. So why can't I? But it's something I was like trained in a very young age. So that's like part of me. And now I'm unlearning that. And that started in the course.
Nice. It's so courageous.
It is.
And have you seen any tangible results, for example, such as an improved collaboration, a recognition, perhaps a new job, salary raise, confidence, or balance in your work and life?
Yeah, all of the above. I did change. I made a step in my career and in my personal life as well. And although I think I'm not there yet, I know I will find my place to work, because I feel I'm almost there. And that's a nice journey. And it started also after the course, although it started later than I expected, because I thought, as I said, the course is for my work life, and it ended up for my personal life, bringing a lot of changes. But I will get there. Yeah.
You're doing good.
Yeah.
And was the program worth the financial investment?
Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I would do it again. As I said, I will take the book now as a guide for my next steps. But if it wasn't for the book, I maybe would do another course, because I feel so different than I was then. So much has happened.
Oh, you do know that every student which has taken the course can always retake the course free of cost. So,
oh, really?
If you ever feel like it's the time for you to re-explore again, you can do that.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Yeah, I always evaluate at the end of or right before the start of the course if there's any free spots and then I offer it to previous students.
You can see I'm a bit enthusiastic.
Yeah, but also something very special about you is you actually bought this course as a gift for two people too.
Yeah, because I think it's so inspiring, and it's a waste not to take it, because you learn so much about yourself. Yeah. It's like it goes deep and you learn so much, but it's so worth it to go there. But it's also scary, so you have to be like buckle up.
Yeah.
And be ready.
Of course.
And but it's not something you do just aside, or like, oh yeah, I do my homework now, blah blah blah. No, you have to be there. Like,
close the door. Okay. Sorry, we're going to repeat that because my son keeps walking in and out of the room and he leaves the door open and there's background noise, which is making it very hard for me to concentrate.
How rude.
So I'm going to ask the last question again. Which one was it? Oh, yeah. We were talking about, was it worth a financial investment? You said that you got the course for other people and you were continuing on that. So can you repeat the last couple of sentences?
No, sorry.
No, then we'll continue with the next one.
No, it's I can recommend it to anybody, but you have to make. Oh yeah, I was saying you have to make time to do it because you have to be there because you go deep and it takes energy, but it's so worth the investment of time and energy.
Yeah.
So rewarding.
Well, thank you. And what would you tell someone who's considering joining the leadership landing?
Oh, just do it. No, it's I don't know. It's just a trip to yourself, with yourself, for yourself. Just do it.
Amazing. And if this program had a ripple effect on the world, what do you think it would spark?
I think it sparks everybody to be more friendly and open and vulnerable. And because of that, it's easier to make contact and there will be less anger and stress.
A world I hope for, especially in the times now. Looking back, what part of yourself did this program help you rediscover or strengthen?
Oh, that I don't know. Me?
I think if I would answer this for you, it's that enthusiastic, happy child that you were.
Yeah, and that I can be that person and it's okay to be that person.
Exactly. It brings so much joy to the room.
Yeah, and I don't have to pretend I'm something to be someone I'm not.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
And last question. If your inner dragon or dragons could speak, so those fears you painted on the wall, what would it or they say about who you've become and the difference you're making today?
I think they would say that I'm more true to myself and they applaud that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now we're going to have a quick rating, 1 through 10. So 1 is low and 10 is high on how strongly you agree or disagree with the statement.
Okay.
First question. I understand my core values and how they shape the way I lead and influence others.
8.
I feel more confident and authentic when creating impact or guiding others.
9.
I have practical tools to navigate motivation, communication, and growth conversations.
9.
The program continues to have a positive effect on my work and relationships.
Yeah, a 10.
And I would recommend this program to others who want to increase their positive impact.
Yeah, definitely a 10. I already bought it for 2 other people, so duh.
Duh.
Yeah.
And is there any question that you wish I would have asked or any statement that you want to share here at the end?
Oh, it's just like the course is amazing, but it's also the leader, the dragon mom, who guides us through the course, where is what you make the course, and it's so great. You are so vulnerable and open and wise, and you always feel like who needs what, and that's amazing, and that makes the course. So thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. So